Mr. Transformer 96 here for another video where I'm talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure. And this is a very exciting one, one that was previewed just a couple weeks ago, and now we have the full images of it, and it's Boba Fett from the Mandalorian Season 2. This is very exciting, you know, ever since his debut in the show, I knew Hot Toys was definitely going to be coming out with one, so very excited to see the product now, go over some details, and this is a little more interesting than your just average reveal for a Hot Toys. There's a standard and a deluxe, and the deluxe is a figure set, which is very exciting. So let's get talking about it. So I've got the pictures for the deluxe one up here now. The deluxe one, what makes it deluxe is it comes with a whole new body, a cloak, and a head sculpt of the actor, which is great, not just a helmet. My prediction was that since they were going with the like episode 15 Boba, that's, you know, just the super battle damaged armor, that they would release that figure with no head sculpt, and then when they released the one for, you know, the Boba Fett show, or just for Mandalorian, but just later down on the line, that's completely clean, that one would come with a head sculpt. That was my prediction. So they didn't do that. I mean, if you buy just the standard Boba, you don't get a head sculpt, but they do offer a head sculpt to get the deluxe, because you basically get this whole new look too with the cloak, which is very cool, and those Tusken Raider accessories, which is very nice. Overall, this is a very impressive set. Just Boba on his own looks awesome. Really love the damage within the armor. I think it looks very cool. They got the kind of dad bod Boba Fett look down quite nicely. You know, he's a little beefier, which I think looks really cool, and I think that it fits perfectly. And then getting this entirely new figure is awesome as well. The deluxe one, I really like the deluxe. You know, just getting Boba is cool, but getting the deluxe set that comes with the version of Boba, which has the best fight scenes in my opinion. I absolutely love the episode before he gets his armor, and when he's fighting those stormtroopers and he's really kicking ass. He's just awesome, and you know, it's kind of the Boba fighting that we've always wanted, and they really delivered. So to get the representation of the character in that look is very exciting. And of course, with the extra head sculpt, you can give it to your kind of armored Boba and just have a helmetless one, which is neat as well. It does mean that, you know, putting the helmet on this cloak look would not look good, so that doesn't, you wouldn't get the two-figure look, unfortunately, but that is an option, at least for, you know, poses and pictures and stuff. But overall, this is a very cool set. As far as what it comes with, so the standard version, just going off of that first, you get Boba, you know, you get the figure on the right here, and then you get these accessories, which I'm really happy with these accessories. It looks like you get a slew of hands. You get a rock kind of a display base, which is very cool. You get his pistol, the jetpack that does have rocket boosters, so the jetpack, you know, can look like it's lifting him off. You have the rocket on the jetpack that does have an extension piece, so it looks like it's firing off, which I think is really cool. That was something in my video when I was talking about kind of the stuff I'd like to see him come with. I mentioned that I thought that would be really cool. I figured that they would definitely give these because they did it with the last Boba, so they would just, you know, just reuse those accessories basically. But I was hoping for like a blast effect for the rocket, which they did. They have knee rocket launchers, which is awesome. Really happy about that. You have like the coding where he, you know, talks about the fact that you know, kind of bit of the history of Django, and then the flame accessory that he can shoot out of his arm. Unsure if that's the same accessory that comes with the Mandalorian. It certainly could be, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be new. And then with the deluxe version, you get the figure on the left as well, and then you get these extra accessories. So obviously you get the head sculpt, but you get this extra battle damage stormtrooper helmet, which I think is really cool. You know, just kind of representing the scene that I really love so much when he's really kicking ass. You have a hologram of the Mandalorian, and then you have a blaster, a rifle, and then that Tusken Raider kind of weapon, and then plus an additional base. As far as the base, what's nice is they didn't just kind of give you the same base. It's a totally new sculpt, which is cool. It's a little bit smaller, and as you can see, it just comes with a standard stand instead of the flight stand, which comes with the Boba one. So overall, I am loving this set. When this was shown, I was very excited about it. My predictions of price for it were unfortunately rather off. I was predicting that the standard Boba would be about about $245, and the deluxe set would be $415. Unfortunately, reality set in when it went on pre-order, which is that's not the case. The deluxe set is just under $500. It's $495, and if you get just Boba by himself, $285, which is ridiculous. I think that this is a very overpriced set, especially just the Boba on his own. For this figure, it's a great looking figure, don't get me wrong, and the accessories that he comes with a lot of accessories. You know, he comes with a lot of things, but it's all very small things, mind you. Nothing large, it's all pretty, you know, just small kind of effect pieces is what he comes with. And no head sculpt as well, without, you know, the head sculpt, which the head sculpt of a figure is what I would think would be the most expensive and time consuming piece of the figure itself. So whenever there's a figure that doesn't come with a head sculpt, like Troopers, usually they're priced a little bit lower. And because it's Boba, I didn't think that he'd be priced lower than your average figure, but for him to be priced higher is just very alarming. I'm very surprised by the price point. It's much higher than I expected. Good $40 over, and I thought that my prediction was pretty realistic. So I'm quite disappointed by that. And then the deluxe version, you know, it's incredibly expensive. Basically, if you get the deluxe, it's about $245 per figure, which brings Boba down to what I think he should be, but it makes the other figure overpriced, I think. I just personally, I was hoping that they'd be a bit of a deal for getting two together. They've done that in the past, like with the Steve Rogers set with Captain America the Winter Soldier. I think that that's the best comparison. Obviously, that was made quite a few years ago, so I'm not going to compare the price. But just the figure himself, you know, you could buy the stealth suit Captain America, or if you got the set with Steve Rogers, very similar situation. One has a much more complicated suit, while the other one's a little bit more, you know, just kind of plain and simple. And the price point to get the additional figure was much less. Like, it was, you know, obviously it was more than just the single figure, but if you took out the price of that single figure, it made the secondary figure very cheap. So I would have hoped that they would have done something a little bit to that effect here, but they did not. So overall, very disappointed by the price point of this. So much so that I don't know if I'm going to get it. You know, I really love it. I think it looks awesome. But especially also knowing that there's another Boba coming that's, you know, going to be like a clean suit. I think that one will be very interesting too. So I'd kind of want that one, and I don't think I could justify spending $500 for these two figures and then still like want another Boba. Not to mention I already have an original trilogy Boba from Hot Toys, which I love. It's a great figure. So overall, I can't say anything bad about the figures. I think that they're fantastic. I think that they come with everything that you could want if you get the set together. If you only get Boba, I think the lack of head sculpt is a little disappointing. But if you get the deluxe set, you get everything that you could want. I can't think of any other accessories that I'd actually want with the figure. The one thing, I guess, maybe, is that, you know, on the element kind of bases, it would be cool if they came with standard bases too, because some people like the element type look and some people don't. I tend to I like to see them in person, but I don't like to display them with it, to be honest. I think that since all the figures don't come with it, it makes them look a little odd, like they're out of place. So I would have preferred just standard bases to come with these as well, but the element type of base is kind of neat. But other than that, like, really, you get everything that you could want. I can't think of any other accessories that would be necessary for this set. I think you get everything. So it's an absolute great figure. Can't say anything wrong with it. It's just the price point that I do think is rather high. Release date is pretty standard. It's about a year and some months. So April to June of 2022. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna have to think about this one. This isn't a day one pre-order for me because of the price. If the price was more reasonable, I could definitely see myself ordering this deluxe set today. Unfortunately, it's not though, so I'm gonna hold off. Nonetheless, it looks amazing. Can't wait to see the Bo-Katan figure that they previewed. Although that one's an easy pass for me, just don't need it character-wise. But I'm also very excited then to see Ahsoka, which I'm sure they'll do, and of course the clean suit for Boba, which it'll be interesting to see if they do it for the Mandalorian, or if they wait until Boba Fett series is released and release it as a part of that streaming service show. So there you go. That's my thoughts on this new Hot Toys The Mandalorian Season 2 Boba Fett standard and deluxe version. Let me know what you guys think of them both, and thanks so much for watching.